Hello everybody, this is Failure Fox and welcome to part 1 of the .hack infection retrospective. This is going to explain a few things that I couldn't figure out how to explain earlier in the series, and we'll try and explain a few things that may be a little confusing that I didn't explain any time during the Let's Play. As such, there will be some amount of spoilers in this. However, depending on which one, I will state what spoilers and where. This one does not have spoilers. This is speaking about the history of Ultimate. Okay, now leading up to .hack. The first incident that is generally spoken about in .hack is that there was a virus spread called Deadly Flash. This was the first virus to kill anyone, and thus was also the first incident where a virus's creator was sentenced to death. Obviously, as with any death sentence in modern day, there was a debate and controversy all over the place. Personally, I think, you know what, you killed somebody. You're gonna serve some kind of punishment. Anyway, the second event, and this is the biggest event that is generally just everyone. If anyone ever talks about a huge event in .hack before the games are signed, this is what they're talking about. Pluto's Kiss, a virus which spread throughout the world, causing next to every single computer in the world to crash. Due to the higher amount of things that are connected via network, this caused a lot of panic. This was known as the first network crash. In a pretty short time, the world network was recovered, but there was a lot of errors, such as the retaliatory system of the USA malfunctioning and progressing into a crisis situation. If I know what that is talking about correctly, that is an auto attack system, meaning they would have attacked the other countries, as in, oh shit, you attacked me, I attack back. Automatic. That's if I'm correct. By the looks of things and the fact that the .hack game is in a relatively nice society, I'm pretty sure that no one got blown to smithereens. Okay, next. Shortly after Pluto's Kiss, Ultimate was introduced as the only system that was not affected or damaged by Pluto's Kiss, earning it the title of the safest operating system ever. With backing by the World Network Council, or WNC, it became the absolute operating system of the world, eventually being reported as the only operating system. However, the original creators eventually left the project because all they really wanted to do was create something, create a new OS, kind of like Linux. They just wanted to build a really awesome OS, operating system OS. So, a company known as CyberConnect Corporation, or CC Corp, picked it up and continued to improve upon it as new generations of computers and technology came out, and phones and whatnot. The next important history lesson for .hack is Harold Hewitt created and sold the game Fragment to CC Corp, being the first online game built for the Ultimate OS, as well as the first online game even be allowed by the WNC, who banned most of anything like that, just so that they couldn't, the Pluto's Kiss wouldn't happen again. I don't think I mentioned it, but WNC is actually a division from the United Nations, which is why it has so much pull. Anyhow, after test play, it was later reworked into the World, a more stable and user-friendly system. However, not before a tester began to comment about odd things, such as a Twilight Tombstone of some sort. Additionally, during this time, Orca and Balmung completed the One Sin event. The One Sin event. An event that was practically impossible due to the difficulty. As a result, they became famous as Orca of the Azure Sea and Balmung of the Azure Sky, the descendants of Fianna. Additionally, they were given the option of having special character models in the new version of Fragment, the World. Orca declined, but Balmung took the offer, which is why he looks so much cooler than everyone else. Finally, the last event prior to .hack sign that's of major importance is the Mother's Mary's Kiss. This was a day that was specifically taken out. Specifically dated for when the network restrictions that the WNC had placed on the world network would be lifted. So in other words, you could actually go out and look at porn again or something. I don't really think that's it, but essentially, you could actually have fun again on the internet. This was also when the world was scheduled for release to kind of go hand in hand. There were a couple other things, but essentially up until this point, after the network class of networks, the network crash, the period of time had been known as Twilight of the Gods because it was so flippin' boring. You see, you know how nowadays everything is basically internet, all over the place. Imagine all of that being completely removed. You and I may not have that big of a problem, but companies and all sorts of things have a big problem. And after a while, when, your theaters actually display movies by downloading via internet from the actual studio, you lose all your entertainment value. Additionally, if you don't have anything to go play on the internet at home, you can read books and all, but if you're not used to doing that, it's a really big shock. And so, like you may guess now, this was a huge problem. And of course, then .hack sign happened. In the next part, not retrospective, that would be next volume. In the next part, I'm going to talk about the events in .hack sign. As such, go ahead and skip the next episode if you plan to watch .hack sign or don't want to hear any spoilers. There will be a lot of spoilers in it. So, this is the end of this video. Move on to the next one or the one after it, depending on your preference. I will see you then.